Well, hello there, darling. Let's do a collective reading for today, shall we? Okay, let's start over here. Courage. I've been feeling this energy like something's about to propel very quickly. Just keep getting that. Something's about to move forward very quickly. Okay. Immediately I'm getting a message about, though you might need to be patient in some areas of your life for certain things to unfold, you should not be waiting to act on what you should be doing to prepare. There's preparation involved for the next phase of your life. Specifically, in terms of what I see is, though you might not know exactly how your future is going to pan out and what's going to look like, you can decide on what kind of morals you want to embody, what kind of a person you choose to be. Specifically, too, with how you relate with others, how you relate with yourself, and how you relate with your imagination. Imagination is coming through really strong. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I've been saying this, but I keep getting the message that it's really important to actually pay attention to your dreams. See them as significant messages rather than just, you know, rather than just absurdity, you know. There's something behind it. And yeah, there's a big change happening in terms of the way you relate with other people. Can I know more about this? Ooh. Yeah, I would say maybe the way you see the level of you and other people, like maybe before there was a sense of like, oh, well, this kind of person is above me, and you get really nervous, like, I don't know, if it's like a celebrity or something, you're like, have that like, oh, this person is like so much, you know, we have that thing. And I'm not saying that like, if you see someone you really love, like, yeah, we're gonna have a reaction, but I mean, like, there's not a sense of like any kind of person is more valuable or not a regular person, you know. It's like you can relate to everyone on a kind of like equal way rather than like seeing someone as like below and above, you know. I think too it's because you're raising your self value, so you can do that easier. Yeah, maybe it's not just dreaming, it's your imagination. I'm seeing someone writing here, you know, someone actually enacting their creative realm. There's something about this is very important for you to move forward, nurturing you. It's like a nurturing thing. Ooh, yeah. Something you keep to yourself, something private, that inner sanctuary, inner sanctum. I see that here. Ooh. And I see here in terms of you relating with others, yeah, you're going to be able to enjoy the company of people you really respect. You know, it's like, whereas before maybe there was a sense of like, you're not experienced enough, you don't have enough qualifications to be around certain people. There's a sense here that you're like, you know who you are. You're kind of this like very self-confident person, and you can like just chill with anyone. It's like, you know, you just see them as a person. So in that way, you're actually kind of escalating your group or social group. Like you're gonna be able to meet people who are way like you've always wanted to meet, or just been like, because now you recognize them as like people rather than like, oh, this is someone who's like so much cooler than me or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's like opening up your world, really. Your social world specifically, which is pretty rad. Like here. I'm seeing here, whenever you're enacting in this time of imagination, in this dreaminess, kind of dreamy, daydreaming energy. There's some honey on my table. It's easy to be like, oh, you know, I'm not being productive. This is kind of a waste of time. But this is actually probably the best thing you can do with the time you have. I've been just feeling like it's so important to reclaim your time and allow yourself to spend it. You know, it's like so often we're selling our own time just because it's, you know, I mean, it's good to work. It's good to do a service. But sometimes the best service you can do for the world and everyone around you is to spend your time wisely doing things that feel uncomfortable to do because we're programmed not to do it, maybe. Or I don't even know if I want to say that. It's just maybe there's a certain voice in you that's like, well, I mean, I could be drawing, but I could be washing the dishes. Maybe I should just be washing the dishes. Where it's like, okay, not telling you shouldn't wash the dishes, but washing the dishes isn't the most important thing here. Yeah, and this is like, there's just a call to action here. There's a call to action here specifically of just allowing yourself to exist in the realm of imagination. Claim your mind palace. You know, I think that's really what like not selling your soul is, right? It's like when you have access to this and you don't let anyone interfere with this, your soul is alive and well. When this gets interfered with, sorry to say that's part of it. I mean, not that, you know, sometimes there's times where it's like, okay, this is not the time to be in my imagination so much. I'm just saying there's a call for that. Call for that. Ooh, yeah, and in terms of people and social things, how you're relating with people, and I feel this is like not just people, like this is like your love life, your social life, your business life. This is just like all relationships, how you relate to objects, how you relate to everything. There's been a breakthrough here, or you're in the process of a breakthrough, where it's like you really have grown out of a way of operating here, which I think is rather cool. Yeah, you don't put anyone on a pedestal. You don't put yourself on a pedestal. It's not, there's no need for these like power games. In some way, it's like you can kind of see it from an outside perspective. You know, it's like, and in doing this, you're humanizing yourself and everyone, you know, and humanization, really seeing that, like, that is a really, really golden thing. I don't know why that's how it's saying, but it's a very, that's like a very enriching way to live and be. And everyone will thank you for the way that you are in that state. People want to be treated like that, you know? Okay, let's see what else is popping through. We got Miracle. Ooh, oh, Miracles. Excuse me. Is this shirt funny? Okay, let's see what happens. Miracles. You gotta tell us that. Oh. I believe in miracles since it came along. Sexy thing, yeah. Am I allowed to sing on YouTube? I don't know why I asked that. Okay, that's such a, I don't know why I asked that at all. Okay, Miracles. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okie dokie. I'm seeing that you're gonna have so many different options to pick from. All very good options. It's because the things you're attracting now are just like, they're all aligning energetically for the most part. Like, you've gone through so many things of like, this doesn't align, this doesn't align, this doesn't align. No, 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 no. Like, maybe you had to like just keep, and just kind of being disappointed because you're just like, why is this happening? When is the thing gonna come? And this is like, yeah, everything's coming at once. And it's like, you know, kid in a candy store kind of thing where you're like, shit, I can have anything I want. I'm seeing here, you're being very, you're valuing your time very much. You know, you're like, I don't want to waste time on anything that is not feeling good. Like, not that like hard work is good. I'm just saying, like, you know, you step into a crowd, someone's like, you know, hey man, I got something to tell you. You have beautiful eyes, and they just start babbling, and you're just like, I don't want to be in this conversation right now. And I just see you like walking away. You know, you're taking back your energy, you're taking back your power. You're not just like, sure. It's like, which is, it's a very beautiful thing to be like that. To be like, yeah, I want to hear you out. I want to learn about you. I want to learn. But I'm seeing this as a period of time where you're like, I'm doing some major work, and I need you guys to just stay over there. I'm gonna do my own thing. I got things to do, got people to see. This isn't a false sense of busyness. This isn't even a busyness energy. Rather, it's like a, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. It's like bossed up energy. You know, it's like, I can't be distracted right now by your energy. I cannot entertain your energy right now. I need to keep this. I'm only bringing in things that are like solid gold right now. Although I love all kinds of stuff. And I'm not saying that gold things can't come from, you know, it comes from all kinds of things. I'm not saying like the Ritz, you know, it's not like all valuable things are with like people of luxury and expense and things like that. That's not what I'm saying. You can pull value from all kinds of sources, anywhere, any walk of life. However, this is a much more reserved energy. You have strong boundaries. You don't feel the need to just like, you know, again too, this isn't saying you're not being helpful if someone's asking for your help, you know, but you're a lot more discerning. And when you are generous with your time, with your resources, with anything, people know it's really generous. You're not just someone who's always available or something like that to everyone. And this is a great I feel like, you know, there's a sense of, yeah, it's just value. The value of yourself has increased so high that that people sense that. People understand that. And that's what you attract. So yeah, that's pretty epic. Uh, I'm seeing here, yeah, there's a big switch in your world. The way your world is, like, internally right now, it's changing a lot. Your internal world has been shifting, and this is about to manifest in the outward world, however that is. But I'm seeing it as a more, your lifestyle is changing. You might have lived a certain way for a very long time and not even known how it could be different, because it's like you've just been in a certain way of being for so long. But here I see you like, um, just there's this recognition of like, oh, like no one's gonna give me what I want, truly. Like I'm just gonna give myself what I want, you know? Um, yeah. All right, that's what's coming through for now. On this side, I have what do we have here? Options and, oh yeah, I mean, it's just reiterating this concept of like, you're gonna be pulling things into your life through your imagination. That's actually how you're meant to manifest here. Yeah, I mean, there is a real world shifting thing going on here. And I'm really seeing it's like, I don't even do this, but I've been hearing this concept. It's like scripting, right? But more as to, it's like connecting to your source line. There's almost this thing of like you just writing things down or drawing them, or you're making things exist. You're activating your imagination so strongly right now that you're going to recognize the connection between that realm and this realm, and it's going to flow. You will understand the miraculous way that this all works, and this is shifting your life a lot. You truly, I see your world expanding. Like you were just in a small little room, and this is like you're about to enter this like giant landscape where you're like, oh wow, I've just been like, I forgot what it, I didn't even know this existed. I've been in a epic. Yeah, just a more miraculous sense of understanding the world. You will see that you create miracles all the time. Maybe you never recognized that or understood that, but you are a very powerful person. You have the ability to change anything that you set your mind to. Truly, it's like I'm seeing here, if you wanted to end world hunger, you could. Not that that's what you're meant to be doing. Um, but yeah, there's a recognition of your power. That's what I'll say. You're going to be unfolding your own view of yourself. And as that happens, it's not that you need to use this power, but being connected to it and allowing it to broaden your view of your life, and how a lot of it is taking responsibility too. That's the thing. A lot of people are blocked in discovering their own power, because then it's like, oh, I have to take responsibility for me creating every problem I've ever had. And that's a kind of a hard pill to swallow sometimes, because you're just like, but it's not my fault. And it's like, yeah. But here you are deciding to face that, deciding to face that you didn't have to experience all the the negative things you've experienced, but you had to in some way, because it developed you into the person who can now discover that you have these powers. You know, it's like but it is a lot of facing yourself and making choices to be better. Like, and that's another reason people stay in the blocked thing, is because it's like, oh, well, I don't have to be better if I don't understand the concept that I can be better easily, you know, and that I've been choosing to be kind of a lame-o for so long, you know. It's kind of hard to face that too, but it's here I'm like, you are confronting yourself, but not confronting, more as like just having like a chat of just like, you know, I've done this for a while, it worked for me for so long. You know, I'm talking about it now, and as I'm talking about it, it's not that it feels hard at first, but once you actually do it, you're like, oh God, I should have done that way sooner. Like, all I just had to do is say, like, yeah, this is who I've been, this is not who I want to be anymore, that's it, you know. And it's like, it really can be that easy. We make it difficult, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, I'm not saying that's not part of it, I'm saying that we can, once we discover just how powerful we are, we're gonna laugh about it, you know, of just being like, oh wow. Specifically in terms of understanding how funny it is that like we like grieve for so long about loss, you know. And I'm not trying to diminish your grief. I definitely understand how painful it can be, but there's a sense too of here, this miraculous energy is going to let you tap into the things that you feel loss about or feel lack in, and you're going to see truly how it's like, oh, this is always with me. And it's going to allow you to release a lot of feelings and also shift just the way you operate in this realm. Yeah, it is going to take that courage. And I heard this really interesting or relevant quote yesterday. It's like, the difference between a hero and a coward is really nothing. Both of them feel the same thing inside. The difference is the hero makes the right choice and acts. The coward doesn't. So there is a sense of just like doing what's right. Do what's right. You know what's right to do. Do it. You know, you can, and there's a sense of like, yeah, there's timing, there's divine timing, and there's procrastination, and you know the difference. Existing in procrastination energy is gonna drain you so much, and it can do it for years and years. So it's like switching that of just like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep delaying my own gratification. You know, it's like, yeah, there's only so much you can wait. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, a little bit of that, sure. Yeah. But once it starts to, it just becomes heavy. You know what I mean? Ooh, yeah. You being courageous right now, ultimate fulfillment, gang. Okay, I love you.